In what ways is the Quran for one or against one? Quite simply, in regards to its teachings. So the Quran teaches things directly, the kulliyat, the main overarching principles of Tawheed, and then following the prophets, the rules of, for example, the rules of inheritance, um, the obligation to pray, what we can eat, what we can't eat. There's general rulings that are covered in the Quran, and then some are touched on with less detail in the Quran, because the Sunnah is there. The Prophet came to expand further on these particular rulings, even with the former category. So, like akhlaq, there are scores of hadith on having good character in some way, shape, or form. You can put them under this bracket because of the significance of this matter, and every believer is expected to adopt good character. That's why the Prophet talked about it so much, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There's the understanding of how to pray. We get this in detail from the hadith of the Prophet. There's the details of zakat, how much is to be given, and all of these things. So the rulings that the Quran gives are the standard, and obviously we understand that in the context of the understanding that the Prophet gave, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So someone who does this, someone who reads the Quran and then does these things, or does his best to do these things, the Quran, as we know, will, your recitation of the Quran will be created in a human form, as we know from the hadith. And then your Quran recitation, like your recitation of Surah Al-Mulk, will come and intercede for you. So the Quran, if you're doing what you're doing, the Quran will come and intercede for you. So it's for you, it's in your favor. But then, if you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, and you're just opposing it and contradicting it and contravening its commands, then it's a case against you, because saying that you did this and you said this, but then your actions were the exact opposite. Waliyadu billah, right? Allah protect us. So in that case, the Quran becomes a case against you. This is what the standard was. You knew it, but then you ignored it and you went and did this. So it's a dangerous place to be in that situation. So we ask Allah to make the Quran, testify for us and not against us, right? How? By making us be people who follow its teachings as long as we live. Amin ya Rabb.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله